The Soviet Union revolutionized military vehicle design with the introduction of the Infantry Fighting Vehicle (IFV) concept through the adoption of the BMP-1 in 1966. This innovative design was quickly recognized for its capabilities, leading to its export to over 40 Soviet allied nations and subsequent absorption into various emerging home nations after the fall of the Soviet Union in 1991. Despite thousands of units being produced and many still active as of 2013, the BMP-1's design had notable tactical limitations that were highlighted during conflicts such as the Arab-Israeli Wars and the Soviet-Afghan War, prompting the development of an improved successor, the BMP-2. The name BMP is derived from the Russian Boyevaya Mashina Pechety, meaning infantry combat vehicle. The BMP was conceived as a means to combine the speed and mobility of mechanized forces with the protection of an armored personnel carrier (APC) and the firepower of a light tank. The BMP-1 was revolutionary in its approach but came with inherent limitations that became apparent during its operational history. The first combat actions of the BMP-1 took place in the 1973 Yom Kippur War, where it was deployed in Arab hands against Israeli forces. However, the vehicle was vulnerable to large-caliber machine gun fire and small-caliber artillery. Its weaknesses became even more pronounced during the Soviet-Afghan War, where the rugged terrain and the use of rocket-propelled grenades (RPGs) by insurgent forces exposed the BMP-1's shortcomings. The BMP-1 was equipped with a 73mm cannon and a first-generation anti-tank missile, the AT-3 Sagger. Unfortunately, the cannon was inaccurate at effective engagement ranges, and the need for the operator to be exposed when guiding the Sagger missile put the crew at risk. Furthermore, the internal layout of the BMP-1, which placed the commander directly behind the driver, limited visibility and increased vulnerability, as a direct hit could incapacitate both crew members. In response to these limitations, the Soviet military initiated a modernization program, which led to the development of the BMP-2 in 1972. The BMP-2 retained many aspects of the BMP-1's design but introduced significant enhancements. The hull of the BMP-2 was shortened and widened, resulting in a reduced side profile and improved internal arrangement. The driver remained at the front left of the hull, but the commander was moved to a new two-man turret alongside the gunner, facilitating better communication and coordination. While the passenger capacity was reduced from 8 to 6 infantrymen, the new seating arrangement allowed for a more secure and functional setup. Passengers could now access firing ports equipped with periscopes for aiming, enhancing their ability to defend the vehicle. A significant upgrade was the replacement of the 73mm autocannon with a more accurate 30mm system, capable of firing both armor-piercing and high-explosive rounds. The turret could traverse a full 360 degrees with an elevation of up to plus 75 degrees, providing excellent firing arcs for the gunner. Additionally, the BMP-2 was equipped with a launcher for second-generation anti-tank missiles, including the AT-4 Spigot and AT-5 Spandrel, enhancing its firepower against a range of threats. The BMP-2 retained the amphibious capabilities of its predecessor, requiring the crew to erect a trim vane and activate bilge pumps before entering water. However, its design featured improvements such as a sharper prow and a lengthened deflector at the rear, allowing it to traverse water without a dedicated propulsion system. The vehicle's armor protection was improved, featuring 33mm thickness at critical frontal facings and enhanced overall survivability based on experiences from conflicts in the Middle East and Afghanistan. Powered by a UTD Series 6-cylinder supercharged diesel engine producing 300 horsepower, the BMP-2 achieved maximum speeds of 40 miles per hour with an operational range of 380 miles. Its track design enabled it to navigate terrain inaccessible to wheeled vehicles, aligning with Soviet military doctrine for fast-moving mechanized forces. Debuted in 1982, the BMP-2 showcased a revamped internal configuration, a new turret system, and improved firepower. As many as 26,000 to 35,000 units were produced, primarily by Kurgan-Mashavad in Russia. The BMP-2 saw extensive use in various conflicts, including the Soviet-Afghan War, the Iran-Iraq War, the Gulf War, and more recent engagements in the Syrian civil war. Its operational history is marked by adaptability and continued relevance, with many operators modifying the vehicle to meet local requirements. Countries such as India maintain large fleets of BMP-2s, while Israel has adapted captured units for desert operations. The BMP-2's legacy continues to influence modern military vehicle design and doctrine. As the BMP-1 was succeeded by the BMP-2 itself evolved into the more advanced BMP-3 in the 1990s. This new iteration introduced a potent combination of a 100mm rifled main gun, a 30mm autocannon, and improved armor protection. While the BMP-3 has not achieved the same widespread success as its predecessors, it remains in service in several countries. The evolution of the BMP series demonstrates the dynamic nature of military vehicle design, where lessons learned from previous models inform the development of more capable and versatile systems. As conflicts continue to shape the battlefield, the legacy of the BMP series endures, reflecting the enduring need for effective infantry support vehicles in modern warfare.